Hey, okay, okay. There are already a lot of people. Sorry for sorry for the delay. I was late by 4 minutes, but yeah. Hi Arsh, hi Anil, hi Simadri, hi Anil, hi Lewis, hi Chenna, Bala, Chandra, Deepak, Melvin. Hello, hi everyone. So let's just give 1 minute for people to join. Then we can start with the topic. So this live session is going to be very interesting because I'm going to explain how you can use your own, or how you can create your own projects in the world of DevOps and cloud. A lot of time people ask about, Abhishek, I want project on this, I want project on that. So in this live session, I'm going to show you how you can find some example projects and you can start working on them. Yep. So we are already 200 plus. Let's just wait for 1 more minute because this is an interesting topic. A lot of people want to know about it. So let's just give people time and we can get started. Hi, hello, good evening. Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay. I think we can get started. See, a lot of time people ask Abhishek, can someone confirm if I am audible? Just say yes or no. Am I audible? Yeah, please say yes. Perfect. Okay. So let me let me share my screen. I'll pick up the questions from the chat box also, but first let me show you this thing. So today we are in the world of open source where people put lot of their code open on GitHub. So let's say you want to learn by creating projects and you're not understanding how to find out that projects. What I usually do is just go to any popular open source project. For example, this is the Istio project. So they have this 5 microservice project which is available completely for free. The complete source code is available. You can go to the project, you can go to the GitHub repository and you can simply create the CI/CD pipelines for this project without looking at it. Right? You can see how CI/CD existing is implemented, and you can also build that CI/CD pipeline. If existing is built using GitHub Actions, take the same project and build it using Jenkins. Or there is Docker, which is again, sorry, sorry, and then we have Docker. Just like Istio, Docker also has a sample application which is again built using 5 microservices, and there is a database also, right? So you can take a look at their GitHub repository. Sorry, see how they have created the workflows. For example, these are the GitHub action files. You can take this as example and you can create these YAML files, convert them into Jenkins pipelines, deploy this application. Take the same application, you don't have to do anything. The source code is available. They have the k8s YAML specifications also. You can take these YAML files, try to deploy it on EKS, try to expose this application on EKS and try to access it by yourself. Or go to IBM. IBM has a project called Instana, and they have a sample robot shop application, which is almost like it has, you can see here, it's created using, I think, 10 microservices. They have a messaging queue, they have two databases. So you can containerize this application. Of course, that containerization part, CI/CD part, deploying to K8s, deploying to OpenShift, Docker Swarm, everything is available. But still, without looking at these things, you can try creating them by yourself, right? Excuse me. So these are some open source projects that I've just shown, but you can deal with much more. Like, you can go to other open source projects, just go to any other project, see if they have any example application, or just randomly go to GitHub, search for 2 tier application, 3 tier application. You will find hundreds of repositories. What you just need to do, find out a stable repository. Just like, I have been using these examples in my YouTube classes as well. Whenever I found require a project, if I have to explain you people, if it's a simple one, I simply go and write. But if I want to deal with some complicated one, I just go to GitHub, I just search for projects, and whenever I see a project, I'll see if the project is stable or not. What do I mean by stable? For example, the Docker thing that I've shown. Docker is a very popular open source project. If they are sharing some example code, then I can trust them, right? So I believe that the source code that's in the GitHub repository is up to date. That's how I use these projects in the Azure Zero to Hero repo as well, right? So even if you want to find some projects, you don't have to rely on anything. GitHub is the best source. Chat GPT and all you can use, but for simple projects. When you want something large scale, enterprise level, just like IBM Instana project that I've shown or Docker project that I've shown, take them, break the things, try to create the things, try to create the pipelines, do whatever you want to do with that projects, and that is how you will gain the practical knowledge. You might take 2 to 3 days also. For example, when I took that IBM project as well as Docker project, and when I tried to deploy it on the Azure AKS, I took like 4 to 5 hours. Even though I have experience, I have been working on microservices, I have been using these kind of projects. Still, because they are new projects for me, I took like 4 to 5 hours understanding the project, trying to create things by my own, and show to you people during the demo. Okay, let's see if there are any comments. Okay, okay. Namaste. Hi. Namaste. Uh, give two best project for, yeah. See, two best project, you can go to the channel. On the channel, like if you go to AWS, I'll just give you some examples. So if you go to AWS, what I've done, I've shown cost optimization, or I've shown how to deploy 3 tier application onto EKS, or I've shown complete VPC setup and 2 tier architecture. The problem is, if I tell you two projects, those are two projects from my point of view, right? Some people might like networking a lot, some people might like Terraform a lot, some people might like Kubernetes a lot. So depending upon your interest, pick any two projects and make sure you are perfect on that projects, because during the interview they'll ask you to explain the projects. Okay, sir, please, DevOps full course launch at minimal price. Like, but everything is available for free. Why do you want to launch, why do you want me to launch course at minimal price? MD Chandan, if you want, you can, you can use that as a paid course. Assume that's a paid course and start using it, because everything is available for free. Why do you want uh, a minimal or 1000, 2000, 3000? Why do you want to pay if everything is available for free? I keep getting such questions. Sometimes I don't understand. K8's troubleshooting series, well explained. Thank you. Thank you so much. Abhishek, your dedication is super to teach over Friday night. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, how many of you have this question? Is it mandatory to do a Terraform certification? I'll come back to the projects part. I've just explained at the beginning of the video. Again, I'll try to cover that in between and towards the end of the live stream as well, because some people join in the middle. Don't worry, I'll explain that again. Is it mandatory to do a Terraform certification? It's not at all mandatory. Okay, no certification is mandatory. It's just an optional skill. If you have, it's okay. If you don't have, also it's okay. Different people have different opinions. This is my opinion. You can evaluate my opinion, or you can just go to LinkedIn, try to see, open 10 job openings, see how many people are asking for Terraform or Kubernetes certification. If a lot of people are asking, go ahead. People think only paid courses are worth middle class things. Okay, how many people think like that? See, only thing is, I have almost like all the playlists on the channel: DevOps, AWS, Azure, or maybe Terraform. And all these videos together are like 100, 110. If you take AWS path, again, if you take Azure path, you have DevOps, Azure, Terraform, and Python, right? We have additionally Kubernetes troubleshooting, Ansible. If I do a paid course, at the most maybe I'll do it for how many days? I don't know, like 1 to 2 months over the weekends or during the weekdays. I will not be able to cover so many things, right? Instead, you can go to the channel, learn things for free. There are so many things. Complete all this. Additionally, if you want, go for Kubernetes troubleshooting. Recently, we started Ansible, again, zero to hero. So, yeah, uh, strange, but this is my thinking. If you still people want for a are looking for a paid course, assume that this is a paid course. Pay that money for yourself and start watching the videos. If you think paid course give a motivation, then you can give that money to someone and you can start watching the videos. Thank you so much. Okay, there is some open source question. Let's see. I could spend hours to learn technology, but need help in working on an open source project with you during initial stages like a mentor. See, basically, I don't know if you have seen the open source videos that I've done on the channel. Uh, I've explained how to get started, how to do that. All that you need to do is find a project, watch that videos, find a project. Once you find the project, just start attending the calls. Be a member of the channel, open source project. You don't have to start with the contributions only. A lot of people think about the contributions, but contributions is not the only thing where you start with an open source project. Go to the project, understand. Like if you want to contribute to Prometheus, go to Prometheus, understand Prometheus perfectly, look into their documentation, understand what are the use cases they are solving, then start joining their open source meetings, right? They do open source meetings because they want outside people to join the community and contribute to the community. So that's how you will also gain visibility in the Prometheus community. I'm just giving an example. Okay, just don't go randomly contribute to docs, contribute to just typos in the open source projects. Instead, do these kind of things. Please watch that video. If you just do how to get started with open source, Abhishek.Veeramalla, you will find that video. Yeah, no, I'm actually doing good. The only thing is I just came out from AC, so because of that I actually have sinus. So whenever I come out of AC, I just have that running nose, or issue with the nose. That's it. That's why my eyes are also red. Otherwise I'm perfectly good with health. Welcome. कब से DevOps सीखना start करना चाहिए? I mean, what are the prerequisites? On our channel, if you start learning DevOps, there are no prerequisites. Start with DevOps zero to hero, then go to AWS or Azure zero to hero, Terraform zero to hero, and finally Python. No prerequisites. Okay, we will do paid course. There are so many comments about that statement that I made. Okay, we will do paid course. Let's do that thing. Uh, the paid course charge will be 10,000, where you contribute that 10,000 to someone, and you just start watching the videos on the channel. That's it. Yeah, just kidding. Hmm. I got job bro from UK. Thanks to you. Thank you so much. Uh, Whenever people say that, you people make my day. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Kindly do DevOps troubleshooting videos playlist. We are doing Kubernetes troubleshooting. We already did 6 episodes. Please check that out. Networking concepts explained very easy way. Thank you. Thank you. Zero to hero playlists are very useful to us, and your videos are very motivated. Okay. Okay. There is one interesting question. Why some companies leaving the cloud? See, that happens. Okay. This is called cloud repatriation. I already did a video on that, but just I'm explaining again. So, see, what happens is when something is trending, just take an example. Okay, any product, even you, let's say there is some brand that is going viral. Okay, it can be related to food, it can be related to clothing. Okay, even you go and try that, right? Just like every company has tried cloud. For some companies it worked out, for some companies after spending time it did not work for them. End of the day, it's just a business, right? If there is a company, uh, if cloud is offering them solution cheap, less maintenance, they'll just go there. If things are not working out, then they'll come back and do the on premises. But what's more important is to understand the ratio of people going there and coming back. That's very less, right? Cloud repatriation is happening, but it happens at the very very less amount. It happens at a very less amount. Maybe 9 out of 10 companies, they still stay with cloud. They switch between the cloud providers. One company might come back. Technically there are many reasons. Reasons can be cloud cost, reason can be the challenges that they face, complexity of their infrastructure which cloud is not handling, or someone might have AI workloads, ML workloads, uh, where cloud provider cannot cater their requirements, these kind of things. Which cloud to learn, GCP, Azure, or AWS? uh, like if you're asking from job point of view, AWS or Azure, I would recommend. I haven't planned anything. For now, Ansible is going on. There are 14 episodes. We just completed 3. So long way to go. Let's think after that. I've completed Python. Thank you. I want to practice more. What resources should I follow? See, you have completed Python playlist, right? Now you can create your own resources, right? Initially you just want a kickstart, or you just want to start with it. Now you have started. Now create your own scenarios, right? If you keep following other YouTube videos, or if you just keep looking for resources, then you will not start thinking from a Python scripting point of view. DevOps engineer who is doing Python scripting, build your own use cases, right? In our Python playlist, I explained serverless, I explained cloud cost, I explained Jira automation, GitHub webhooks, right? File operations, these kind of things. Now you can create your own scenarios. For example, try to talk to GitLab APIs, try to do something with the GitLab APIs. An example that I've given you. मंडे मोटिवेशन कब आएगा सर? मंडे मोटिवेशन मंडे ही आएगा। और इस बार मोटिवेशन बहुत ज्यादा होने वाला है, बिकॉज देर आर सम very very good people's jobs that they got. They even touched my heart. Just evening someone sent me where she got two offers, and it's a very inspiring story. I'll share on Monday. Monday motivation Monday ही रहेगा. Please recommend some more K8s projects. I showed you at the beginning of the video. Let me show you one more time. You know, for people who just joined. See, what I was saying is, whenever you want to find some projects, okay, initial Kickstarter you can find from some YouTube videos. Okay, there are so many ideas that I have shared, other creators have shared. But if you go to any popular open source project, for example, this is Istio. Okay, Istio has a demo project, and this demo project has multi microservices. This is Python, this is Java, this is Node.js, this is Ruby. They have the complete source code. Just take this project. Okay, assume that this is the project that developers have given you. You're working in an MNC. Take the project and try to create things with this project. Okay, then you will start working as a DevOps engineer on your own. And during interviews also, you can explain that developers have given me microservice architecture thing, and I have created CI/CD pipelines. If you create CI/CD for this, you will be able to answer how did you create. And don't worry, these open source projects are very well matured, even if you are stuck somewhere. For example, this is Docker one, Docker samples, example voting app by Docker. Again, a multi microservice project. They have shared the architecture, they have the CI/CD pipelines for it. Okay, and they have, let me go back. They have K8's specification files. They have Docker files, Docker Swarm files. So everything is available. All that you need to do is, you know, don't look at these files and try to write the files by your own. Then try to compare what is available. Okay. So even I do the same thing. If I have to explain something, this is IBM Instana robot shop where they have 12 microservices. So like that, there are n number of things that are available on internet. Even if I have to explain you people something, this is what I do. Okay, and in every video there is no hiding out. Every time that I do, I give credit to open source project. For example, when I took project from Docker samples, at the beginning of the video itself I clearly mention I am copying the source code from this particular project. And if I'm doing IBM robot shop, at the beginning of the video itself I clearly say this is not my project, I'm copying this from open source, that is IBM project. Credits to them. I'm just using it and trying to explain you the CI/CD process, right? I saw a playlist, Azure Zero to Hero got a job. Thank you, Kishore. Again, comments like this makes me feel very happy. Yeah, definitely one day I will try to play. Please play the guitar once. Lot of requests with guitar. Most of my friends are following the playlist, and most of the guys are asking why Abhi is DevOps with AWS and Terraform. Asking why Abhi is DevOps with AWS and Terraform with Azure. I did not get the question. We have AWS and Azure, both the things available on the channel. Okay, let me see more comments. See, this is one mistake that people do. Okay, big fan of your work. One request from my side: can you do end-to-end DevOps project involving all tool? There is nothing like that. Okay, in DevOps, it's not a single thing that you do. For example, why will you combine? Let's take some examples like Terraform. Okay, and you have Jenkins, you have Ansible, you have Kubernetes. Why will you combine all of this in one single project? Okay, so It doesn't mean that you are learning things in DevOps. All the things will be used. Some DevOps engineers might not even use Ansible in their organization. Some DevOps engineers might not even use Terraform. It depends on your job role. You are learning everything because you want to become a DevOps engineer. Once you go to the company, whatever tools they have, whatever the project requirement is, depending upon that, you will work. So don't think that all the DevOps tools will combine together and become a big project. It's not the case. Okay, let's pick up some latest comments. Databases, a lot of people ask this question. It's not that much important. Like, you don't need to understand, for example, database joins, or you don't need to have knowledge on writing, what do you call that, complex SQL queries or prepared statements. If you know, that is okay, but if you don't know how to write a prepared statement, that's okay. It's not that much required. You are not a database admin, right? You work on uh, creating the database required infrastructure. You work on setting up the configuration and installation of a database. That's it, nothing more than that. Okay, databases thing is covered. Let's pick up some more thing. How to learn CI/CD. On our DevOps Zero to Hero, I have explained CI/CD, and we have CI/CD with Jenkins, CI/CD with GitHub Actions, GitLab. We have CI/CD on Azure pipelines, AWS, uh, build pipelines. Whatever it is, everything is on the channel. You can go there and you can learn CI/CD. Tips for everyone is same. DATE. That's the roadmap. DevOps, AWS or Azure, Terraform. Finally, if you have time, do not time. After completing all this, you need to do Python. That's the roadmap. And everyone who cracks the job through our channel, they follow the same roadmap. It depends on where exactly you are. Why does LinkedIn show more number of jobs in Azure? It depends on location. It depends on the geography. In some places, Azure is more. In some places, AWS jobs are more. That's it. Sometime for sure. Yeah, yeah, definitely they can switch. Some people did. Basically, I don't prepare zero to hero playlist from certification point of view, but a lot of people tag me on LinkedIn. They say that they were able to clear cloud practitioner, solution architect associate. So I think it's possible, but my focus is never on certifications. I always focus on a job point of view. All my courses are made from job point of view. ये वीडियो रिमूव नहीं होगा ना सर? बाद में देखना है मुझे फिर से। क्या देख लो, रिमूव कुछ भी नहीं होगा। Is programming required for DevOps? What do you mean by programming? Because as a DevOps engineer, you do a lot of scripting, and in some job profiles, it depends on job profile. Not for every DevOps engineer. For example, some DevOps engineers write Kubernetes controllers, operators, right? Or write metric service for Prometheus for scraping the metrics. In such cases, you might need knowledge on Go programming, but that is an exceptional case. Or, like, in some job positions only. Otherwise, knowledge on shell scripting and Python scripting is good enough. No, tips for everyone is the same. Just follow the roadmap. That's it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Currently, I'm in Hyderabad, so love from Hyderabad. If I come to Amlapuram, then love from love. Thank you. Keep watching. This is very important. Now let's talk about it. Is less job opportunity for DevOps? Acha, DK, I don't know. Who is talking about it? Like, why is people very concerned about job number of job opportunities in DevOps? Because today, if you take web development, okay, talk to any of your friends who is in web development. See how much competition. Like, if there is one opportunity for web dev or one opportunity for a full stack developer, just see how many number of people are applying. The competition is very high. Even if you go for DevOps, competition is high, but relatively, if you compare, competition is little low because number of people who are seeking DevOps positions are less. If you go for full stack development or any, uh, how do I say, like the uh, old school skills, right, like the full stack development or all that things, then the competition is very high. So it's not about DevOps, it's about the market. When the market gets better, all the job opportunities also goes high. Okay, so people, if you go to any YouTube channel related to data engineering, you'll find the same comments, because I have friends from uh, who are doing data engineering related YouTube videos. I have friends who do, pure Python development related things, and same questions like, cut, copy, paste. Less job opportunities for development. AI replacing development. AI replacing data engineering. Here, AI replacing DevOps. So my suggestion is that don't think too much about that. Okay, you are in no position to change the job opportunities. You are in no position. If AI is going to replace, it is going to replace or not. If we put that aside for 2 minutes, if it is replacing, what can you do, right? You will have to just wait for it. Meanwhile, you have time. AI will take a lot of time to come and replace. Meanwhile, get into the industry. Okay, so don't focus on all these things. This will only waste your time, kill your time. Rather, focus on the skill, learn the skill, and get into the industry. How much time and knowledge is required? It depends. Like, time depends on your skill of learning, right? So it's not a generalized one, it's a subjective thing. So I cannot tell that 2 months is enough, 3 months is enough. I can tell you the number of videos that are on the channel. Depending on that, how much time you are going to take, how much time you are spending in a particular day, that depends on you. As a DevOps engineer, I can tell you, you won't use DSA in your life. Okay, that's something like, uh, in okay, let me tell you this way. As a DevOps engineer, very 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 rare you might use DSA. This is better way to put, right? So don't worry about DSA. Market is good for experienced engineers. For freshers, it's still, uh, getting better. I don't know how much time it takes. Which is best, full stack or DevOps? It's like comparing an apple with an orange. Okay, which is better, an apple or an orange? You can compare two apples, but you cannot compare an apple and an orange. So full stack is a different stream, DevOps is a different stream. If you are interested in programming, then go with full stack. If you are interested in, sorry, if you are interested in infrastructure, large scale systems, if you are interested in, you know automation, then DevOps is something for you. I just explained this. Will AI replace DevOps? Don't think about that. For now, my answer is that. Okay, I've explained about will AI replace DevOps or not. I made dedicated videos in the live stream. One suggestion that I'll give you, Karthik, don't think about that. AI is still evolving, right? So till that point of time, people are asking AI will replace DevOps, AI will replace development, AI will replace. AI might replace, might not replace. For now, don't think about it. If you want to learn something, just learn it. Your boss. Learn a lot of things. Thank you so much. How to write automation scripts. You can check our Python for DevOps playlist. I've shown you what are day-to-day activities, why DevOps engineers write automation scripts, what kind of scripts. So Python for DevOps playlist, we have 4 to 5 projects where I've shown you real-time DevOps tasks. Make a particular video on Terraform. We have a Terraform playlist completely. Thank you so much. Are you working in a firm? Yeah, I work for Red Hat. It's available on my LinkedIn also. Oh, there is a question from, very hard to pronounce the name. Dark Side. Is it Dark Side? I don't know. I'm planning to get, okay, Solutions Architect Associate and CKA. Okay, as a fresher, what's the salary range we can expect? Because of the certifications, your salary range will not change. Okay, both the if you are a fresher, both the certifications will cost you maybe 40,000. Okay, if you are not getting the certifications for free, they'll charge you 40,000 for both of the certifications. So think twice. Why are you doing them? Like, what is the motive behind doing both of those certifications as a fresher? So who, like, did you see somewhere that for interviews these certifications are mandatory? uh, so going back to your question, if you do these certifications, your salary will not increase. Okay, as a fresher, it depends on what company you are cracking. Let's say if you are going for, let's take one example, Salesforce or ServiceNow. Whatever they offer for candidate without certifications, they'll offer the same thing for candidate with certifications also. There will not be any difference. So if you are going for TCS, they'll have a salary range. If you are going for Salesforce, they'll have a salary range. If you are going for Google, they'll have a salary range. So there is no one word answer. What is the salary range? 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs? It's not like that. How to become AWS community builder? uh, it's not tough. So to become an AWS community builder, one is first go and search for AWS community builder program. See when are they opening the requests. Okay, so whenever they open the request, they have a bracket of 1 month. During that 1 month, they take the applications. And to become an AWS community builder, you need to have some contributions, not to AWS. Just that, if you write some blogs related to the projects that you have done on AWS, or if you are a YouTuber, the videos that you make, they all get counted. If you want to become an AWS community builder, create an account with Hashnode or create an account with Medium, start writing some blogs. I think the program will be maybe in 3 to 4 months from now. I don't remember exactly. Just search for that on the website. Even if you write 2 to 3 blogs per month, by the time you complete them, it will be like, maybe you will have a good 7 8 blogs. That will be more than enough. Even if you have 5 blogs which are self-written without plagiarism, if you use plagiarism, they'll not even count your candidature. Okay, even if you have few words copied from chat gpt or bard, your candidature is cancelled. Okay, write by yourself. Even 5 blogs are enough for you to, for your candidature to get selected for the AWS community builder. But of course, the blogs also have to be good. It have to reach people. Do a open source program. Okay, like, what do you mean by open source program? Seansh, I look for your next comment. Tell me what is open source program. Yeah, it will come soon. During weekends, people usually, they are busy. They don't uh, prefer watching the technical videos. So whenever I do this zero to hero playlist, I'll give the gap because some people don't prefer, and some people they watch the previous videos over the weekends. So next video will be on Monday mostly. Okay, let's see some latest comments. What is the difference between Terraform and YAML? What is Terraform and YAML? Terraform is a there is YAML is a templating language. Terraform is something totally different. I think your question is what's the difference between HCL and YAML. HCL is HashiCorp language, and YAML is a uh, yet another markup language, which is a templating language. So this HCL is something that HashiCorp has designed. YAML is an open source. You can write basic configuration files in the YAML. So the question did not make much sense, but I assume the question is something, and I try to explain. Need to move Jenkins to Kubernetes using GitLab, Argo CD, and Rancher. Very good. Goal: trigger pods for each projects for each project test delete after completion, no kubectl access. Yeah, you can do that, no problem. You want to move entire Jenkins to Kubernetes using GitLab, Argo CD. Rancher is your target Kubernetes cluster, right? So your previous source code should be somewhere. Jenkins will not have the source code, so it should be either in GitHub or GitLab. So you don't have to solve that challenge. GitLab is already, your source code will already be somewhere. Just move it to GitLab. Then whatever you have the Jenkins pipelines, okay, try to move that into the GitLab YAML files. Okay, you have to convert that into your GitLab CI/CD. Then Argo CI, only the GitLab CI. Then Argo CD you will use for the CD and deploy it onto the Rancher. If you want example, I have very similar project, day 14, day 15 of Azure Zero to Hero series. I remember the day numbers also. Just go there. What I have done, I have taken a project which is on GitHub. I converted the entire project into Azure repos plus Argo CD plus AKS cluster. In your case, you are using GitLab plus Argo CD plus Rancher. In my case, I used Azure repos plus Argo CD plus AKS. No difference. Process is exactly same. Even I did not use kubectl. I have explained completely end to end. Watch that video. You will get the solution for your question. Okay, let's go to the latest comments. Hi Abhishek, is Red Hat providing OpenShift training for free? I'm not sure if they have. I mean, I work for Red Hat, but I don't know if they have like free training for OpenShift or not. Red Hat has so much open material, so much free material because Red Hat is the leading open source company. They have that culture of contributing, giving it for free. So you might have a lot of material about OpenShift. In the OpenShift docs, you have so much. That is something that I can say. Bro, does your videos have projects that I can? We have 40 to 50 projects you can mention in your resume. You can pick up anything. Last time I had a interview with Om. I did an interview with Om, and Om said Internshala and LinkedIn, Naukri, one more website he suggested. Indeed. So that's coming from an intern, someone who just joined in an intern position. So I believe that's latest and contemporary suggestion. No prerequisites. You can get started. I'm getting Ansible zero to hero while doing SSH. permission denied public key. Yeah, because in the video what I've done is I logged, like, first I connected to that EC2 instance and I enabled password authentication to true. Only once you do, then it will show ask you for password. Otherwise, it will ask you for public key only, because that's the default way of authentication for EC2 instances. So go to that file, enable password authentication, restart the SSH process, then you will see that. Thank you so much. Okay, we will do last 10 minutes. Okay, we are already okay. 45 minutes live is done, so let's do 46 minutes is done, let's do for 14 more minutes. Ask some interesting questions that will help everyone. I'm looking at the comment section. Abhishek, can we do some videos on big infrastructure like Geo, Hotstar, Flipkart, Netflix? Sure, very interesting suggestion. We will definitely do. uh, I mean, I need to see, because they are not open source, right? So we need to see how, because the 11 microservices that we have used from IBM Instana, which is an open source e-commerce project. So I've explained the exact how e-commerce project CI/CD is done and everything, the deployment part. But these things, especially the Geo, Hotstar, Flipkart, Netflix, they are not open source, right? So theory part I can cover. Practical, it's not possible. If they have, if, like, any pseudo versions of these things or any demo versions of these projects, if there is some open source one, I can take that up and I can show you, but not the exact ones. भाई मुझे एक लैपटॉप सजेस्ट कर दो around 50K. See, I'll suggest you, but you might not like my suggestion, but I can definitely give you a suggestion. It's up to you if you like it or not. But if I have 50K, what I'll do, if my budget is only 50K, no, I'll go for Mac Mini and a desktop. Desktop will cost me 10,000. Mac Mini, if you get it from US, you can get it for 40-50,000. And that is the best configuration that you can do. See, again, I'm saying this is up to you, uh, because I'm only talking from configuration point of view. Mac Mini is just a server that you get, which comes with Mac OS, and you can buy any desktop. 10,000, you will easily get it. But the only thing is, it's not like a laptop. Okay, it's a setup that you have uh, in your house. Okay, but if you are traveling somewhere and if you want to carry a laptop, then 50,000, I don't know, because I did not buy any laptop recently. There might be very good options. 50K is not a small amount, but personally I did not buy any laptops recently. uh, I know about Mac Mini because I used to have one. It comes with a great configuration. 40,000, 50,000, you can get it from the US. If anyone is coming, you can ask them to get it. And a desktop, that will be like your best configuration. You can get 16 GB CPU, 16 GB RAM, or even if you get 8 CPU, 8 GB RAM from Mac, it is almost equal like 16 CPU and 16 GB RAM from any other vendor. And it works like super fast. You can run Kubernetes, you can run everything. There is one funny comment. I love my colleague. How can I propose? Someone try to help JDIO in the comment section, because I cannot help. So please try to help someone. I mean, please, someone try to help him. Him or her, I don't know. Yeah, this is something. Where is it? Yeah, this is something I will try to do. I need to borrow someone's Windows laptop and set up WSL for them because I don't have a Windows laptop. But yeah, I'll also be interested because I've never set up WSL personally by my own. So I also need to learn how to set up WSL. I saw the installation steps; they are very straightforward, and I did one video with George, who works for the AKS team, and during that call, he showed me how to install and set up WSL. So it was looking very straightforward. But personally, I have not done it by myself. So it will be interesting even for me to do it and try to show it during one of the videos. Again, there are two different things, right? Web development and DevOps. Like you cannot compare them. See, there is a comment from Melvin. WSN hyphen hyphen install. That's it. It's done. That's what Melvin is saying. Maybe it might be that simple because George was also saying it's very straightforward. Abhishek, if I go to any company as a DevOps engineer, what should we know about the project? How can you explain what things to know about project and all? You don't have to know about their project. Just try to, during the interview, try to ask what is the project, how does the project look like, how many people are there in the project, what kind of services that they are using in the project, and during your notice period you can start learning those things. That's it. Oh, again, Shenmukh, I need to migrate our Jenkins pipeline to Kubernetes. The main goal is to dynamically trigger and delete pods for each project's test based on user input. The main goal is to dynamically trigger and delete pods for each project's test based on user input. Yeah, see, that's not at all difficult. Like I've mentioned, right? Argo CD can do that for you. You don't need kubectl access. Okay, you just need to provide Argo CD access to your Kubernetes cluster, and your requirement is very very simple. Just watch day 14 and day 15 of Azure Zero to Hero. You will get your answer because everything I've done very similar to your requirement. Just the tools are different. I've used Azure Repos, Argo CD, and AKS cluster. So please watch that video. If you still have question, do email me. I will definitely reply you. Or reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll definitely reply you. But watch that videos first. They'll not take much time. Just 1 hour videos each. What is your current package? It's on you if you want to disclose, but it will motivate us. I don't know how people disclose their salaries on YouTube. It's not at all accepted by the companies. Personally, my employer, Red Hat, my channel is also under their monitoring. Sometimes they watch my videos monitoring, just like my manager watch my videos. uh, my colleagues also sometimes they watch my videos. That's what I meant by monitoring. So it's not at all okay to tell the package on the channel because within the organization you cannot share your salary with other employees. You cannot share your salary with anyone in the organization because I have subscribers from my team, Red Hat. So it is not allowed for me to disclose the package on the channel. But the package is good. If you want motivation, uh, you can join Red Hat. You will get good package, and you will also learn a lot of skills related to open source. Uh, the top companies, Red Hat, have the same package range. All the top companies. So from that point of view, I hope that motivates. How can I enable password authentication for EC2? Very simple. Go to the EC2 instance. Take the terminal from the EC2 instance itself. Okay. Go to the EC2. What do I say that? Console. click on the instance that you want, take the terminal from the console itself, that is from the web browser itself. Okay, then just go to the file. Once you get access to it, use sudo user, go to the file slash etc. I'm talking about Ubuntu. Okay, it depends on the distribution to distribution. In Ubuntu, go to slash etc slash sshd conf.d. Then there is a cloud init file 60 hyphen something something. It's a cloud init file. Just open that file. There will be something called password authentication. No, change that to password authentication. Yes. Once you change, save that file. Then systemctl restart ssh. That's it. Then the default authentication for you will be password authentication. Abhishek, where can I find that? Just go to our latest video, day 2 of Ansible Zero to Hero. I have shown you everything in that video. Roadmap is same for everyone. Okay, there is no different roadmap for non-IT, IT, because end of the day your target is the same, right? So the roadmap is also same, because in our channel we are starting everything from absolute zero. So there are no prerequisite. So roadmap, you will start from zero and you will learn all the things step by step. Yeah, you have to enable passwordless authentication everywhere if you want to use Ansible. Nowadays, which project is good for real-time experience? uh, Gagan, this is not a valid question, because there is nothing like, this project, XYZ project. It depends on the company that you're joining. So you can pick up any project. Okay, I've shown you some projects at the beginning of this video. Take that projects as a DevOps engineer. What you should be interested: setting up CI/CD, setting up infrastructure, deploying on Kubernetes. So you should not worry about what real-time projects are going on in the organizations. um, okay, I'll try for that. No, it's not like that. Companies use AWS and Azure are most used. Oh, I've just shown at the beginning of the video, Vijay. Uh, you know, I will show you again towards the end of the video. You can check that. So the open source projects, if you want to see sample DevOps CI/CD projects, Kubernetes, go to GitHub Kubernetes, GitHub Argo CD. They are all open source projects. They have CI/CD. Just see how the CI/CD is written. They are real projects. How Argo CD works for HPA scenario. That means I think you're asking in scenario where HPA is there, where HPA will override the YAML file, right? So there is something called ignore differences. You can use that thing in Argo CD and it will ignore any differences that you have configured. So you can say to ignore HPA configuration, Argo CD will ignore. Thank you, MSK. Are you available on TopMate right now? No, I was available on TopMate last month. I'm still not sure when I will open again. I might open maybe 2 to 3 months later, but for now I'm not active on TopMate. I just do it once in a while, and whenever I do it, I announce it that I'll be on TopMate for next some days, and you can check our YouTube channel. Why are you not responding to me? In the same message, you should have put the question, because there are a lot of messages, right? So I'm trying to pick up questions from the messages. Anil, there is nothing like your question is not picked up. So try to put the question again. If I find it, I'll definitely take. How much percentage we will be job ready for DevOps with the help of videos? You will be job ready if you watch those videos. I don't know about percentage, but you will definitely be job ready. Please explain, bro. Please explain server. It wasn't clear in second DevOps video. Server. No, no, they don't ask. Very rarely, like some companies who have DSA as their standard interview practice, they might ask, but 95% of the companies don't ask. How is the future of OpenShift platform? It's very, very bright, because Kubernetes is an open source thing. Anyone who wants to run Kubernetes uh, as an enterprise product, the most popular choice is OpenShift. So all the most of the top companies use OpenShift as a target platform. The alternatives are AKS, EKS. These are the alternatives, but the top choice is OpenShift. So external load balancer basically has external access. Internal load balancer is something like, let's say, in your organization, you are using applications that are internal to your employees only. Okay, but still you want to set up load balancing and everything. Then you will just create the same thing, same configuration, but you will say your load balancer as internal. That's it. When Amazon sets up a load balancer, they'll set up an external load balancer. But imagine you have some application, uh, maybe your organization timesheet. Okay, timesheet is the best example. Every organization, they might have timesheet where every employee logs in their time, right? That doesn't have to be exposed outside the organization infrastructure. So that can be with an internal load balancer. I am learning generative AI. So the popular skills are Kubernetes, Terraform, right? So complete DATE first, then you can go for Ansible. Yeah, GitOps is quite trending, and Argo CD is the popular choice in the GitOps space. Next alternative is Flux. There is a comparison. Like some people say Flux is better, some people say Argo CD is better. I'm quite associated with the Argo CD project. I know the pros and cons. I personally feel that Argo CD is better, but it's subjected to individual's opinion. My recommendation is Argo CD when it comes to GitOps. Thank you, Jitender. Okay, we will just do last 5 minutes. Share Gen AI videos. Yeah, sure. I'm still learning. I'll definitely do. Genuine freelancers websites. Freelancer, Upwork, Fiverr. These are all genuine only. Yeah, you can switch. In most of the companies, they are equally paid. You can reach out to me on email. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me through the YouTube comments. That's it. These are the three options. Not really. Hi, brother. This is Danush. I am done with AWS CP and solution architect and Red Hat. Looking for good job and having good knowledge on scripting. Great, great work, Danush. In future, I'll definitely do Raghu. Please respond. I'm a data engineer. While creating resources in Terraform like API gateway, I refer previous code of my project and do the work. Is this approach fine without knowing the internals? No, it's not fine. Just kidding. Yeah, it's not fine because first you need to learn Terraform, learn HCL, how it works. Sometimes when you are referring to the internal code, because you are not quite aware, while you're copy pasting, you might copy paste the wrong code. Sometimes whatever is there, it might not be required for you. So it will not take much time to learn Terraform. Terraform is not that difficult. Please take a look at our Terraform Zero to Hero series. Hardly one weekend you will learn Terraform. Okay, I think we spent good amount of time. It was great interacting with all of you. It's been quite some time we have done live. I think 2 weeks. So thank you so much. Thank you, Akash. Happy with the Ansible series. Yeah, happy. Even I'm very happy. So thank you so much for watching the video. See you all in the next live stream. We will come up with more such live streams. Please watch the initial part of the video if someone has missed. I have shown how to select projects, how to do the projects by your own. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Have a great weekend.